managed to get a few people together interested in going for walks and exploring the park, and out of that evolved the idea of having a group. And we went through the formal ideas, devising a name for the group, and it became the Chapman Riverfriends. And the whole idea is that the Chapman Riverfriends is here to support what the city does and to help wherever we can, especially to increase community awareness of what's happening.
I think what motivates most of the people in the group is just our love for the nature, the biodiversity of the area. I'm especially interested in the flowers and the orchids that naturally occur here, and so it's great to be able to come through the park at different times, because the orchids start coming out in about June with the bunny orchids, and then the green hoods, and then the spider orchids. So it's just wonderful that I can actually walk here and look for orchids.
I come out here 2, maybe 3 times a week. I have done for the last 45 years. My main interest is in bird watching, but I like being out in the quiet, in the environment. There's a big variety of biodiversity of animals and insects and lizards and snakes and frogs and all those interesting things that go with it.
For me, personally, I discover a lot of things here, especially all the Australian native plants. It's just so different compared in Europe. And I was so surprised because I discovered a huge diversity of shape, of color in one very small area. Yeah, it's something very special.
A lot of the activities, well, the main activity is the free walks that we do on weekends to try and encourage local people as well as tourists to get an idea of what's available in their city, this natural bush.
We came up with a brochure. The brochure only has 100 photographs in it out of the 300 plants that are in the 300 hectares. We find that people who come into the park on our walks find them very useful.
The one major thing we would like is to have some signage in the park, and I know that the city is working towards that, and we're having some input into that, which is great.
We have some activities in the park like cleanup, so some volunteers come here and help to remove all the rubbish in the park.
We've got a big tree planting program, been very successful for about 5 years now, and we're trying to get rid of noxious weeds and other things, and once that's all in place, the paths will be done up and it'll be a beautiful place to walk in.
It's an enormous area and it needs caring for. It's a very valuable asset.
I tell you what really makes me happy is when I get brothers and sisters from other parts of the world coming to visit, or friends from Melbourne or Perth, and we bring them in here and we don't have to say anything, they just go, wow. And that really makes me happy that we have got a jewel just on our doorstep.